history of cosmetics, cosmetics move around the $20 billion every year. This is a lot of money, but where did it come from? My name is Lilly McWilliams, and today I will be sharing with you the history behind makeup. Makeup originates back to the first dynasty in Egypt. They used many different types of cosmetics, but mostly lotions and makeups. It's easy to say that we have improved our makeup quality and quantity over the years. I also find it interesting that some trends tend to loop back around with time. Today, we will look into the trends and how they were constructed. I have researched the history of makeup and became very familiar with it. This will allow me to inform my audience about the origin of makeup, when it was first used and by whom, and how it's been recreated and how we use it today. The origin of makeup. According to Monica Patrick, who is a certified makeup artist, scientists agree that it is impossible to tell who invented makeup, but it is easily dated back to the first time makeup was ever used. Historians have found that some items were buried with the dead in the Egyptian era, and they were containers full of contents. This allows them to assume makeup was used in 3000 BC. Many people ask why. Why did the Egyptians begin using these products? There are multiple answers to this question. A lot of times, makeup was used to separate the social classes from one another. Some believed it would protect them from a sort of devil or evil spirit. Others believed it would cure eye diseases or other cancers. It had a different purpose in different places. By the middle of the 1st century, Romans were also using it widely. Medusa makeup says. Medusa makeup also states that the kohl was used for dark eyeshadows for mascara. Rouge was worn on the cheek, and pumice was used for cleaning teeth. The type of makeup that was used depended on the different areas and cultures that were involved. Since we now know where the makeup comes from, it is time to discuss what innovations have been made to these products. Improvements. How it's been recreated and improved. Not only have the styles changed over the years, but the ingredients have as well. According to Sam from Evergreen Beauty, some ingredients are still used today, such as castor oil and kohl. Other products were poisonous. One example is powdered lead. In the past, ivory faces were very admired, and this is what they used for most of them. Egyptians used red ochre paint to paint the lips. Many of the products were unsafe to use, but how could they have known? This is why history is so important to us, and it's important to learn. History allows us to correct mistakes. It started from using poisonous products to realize that what was safe and what was not safe. Women would go to extreme measures for beauty, most of them fastening their corsets too tight that they couldn't even sit down. As time grew on, people started to discover different methods and formulas for makeup, kinds that wouldn't put their life at risk. Nowadays, they use ointments, powders, but they're all tested many, many times before they're sold. We have beauty care products for everything now. Now that we have an understanding of how makeup has been improved and the formulas, it is time to see how the style has changed. What it looks like versus when the Egyptians used it. In 3000 BC, they mostly used kohl to darken their eyes, an almond shape. As you can tell right here, they didn't have any pictures, so the paintings they made were what we use now. In the 1900s, makeup was uncommon. People believed makeup was related to theater or prostitution. It wasn't until the 1920s that makeup really took off, creating manufacturing labels. Most present-day manufacturers were created during this time. The 1920s was the first time the eyebrow pencil came along. Also with this came ruby red lipstick and very dark eye makeup. In the 1940s, red lipstick was very popular, but the eyeshadow did lighten up among the public. It wasn't until the 1960s that eyelashes became very popular. Twiggy was a famous English model and actress and had a lot of influence on the makeup world. They would put eyelash extensions on the bottom of their lids trying to enhance their length. The 1980s was all about color. This was a time for disco, dancing, and very vibrant colors. Vibrant colors were expected on any TV star or actress. Vibrant pinks and blues and pinks and any other shimmery color was very common in this time. Today's makeup is really focused on the eyes and the brows. to enhance their beauty. The world will always keep expanding and changing, but we will continue using pieces of our past. These makeup trends help people understand how different styles are used, but every once in a while, old trends will tend to make appearances. It is interesting to take a moment and reflect back on how something came to be. People don't understand that people don't think about makeup when comparing important historical events. But imagine life without makeup. Girls, do you think your lives would be different? Whether or not we decide to admit this, makeup has impacted everyone's life in a very great way. Thank you.